Hello friends, Colonel Failure, Transport Fever to Metropolis, and it's all paused. I usually try and find a point of interest for you to kick off the show, but it's all paused, so this is as close as you're going to. It's all paused, and that's about the size of it. So what did I actually get up to while I was away? Well, I did some stuff. You know, as far as cold opens go, I think that one was pretty strong. Anyway, what sort of stuff, I hear you cry? Well, it occurred to me, I was looking at things. You know, I had the big station here. I went, that's the wrong place for the big station. This is where the big station should be, because there's a natural whatnot to it. Why I was so bothered about having multiple stops in between the big station and the Sherma link, I don't know. But I did, and therefore... But I hatched upon a scheme. I hatched upon an idea, and you can see that idea here. We are going to merge in a line from Asgard. Yes, we know this. Yeah, this is not news to you, right? And I was thinking, yeah, we'll come along and we'll swing by. And then it occurred to me, but hold on, there is this central section that is at the moment not really doing anything, that I've been using to measure stuff up. So what if I were to swing in round here from Asgard and then come up the middle? Huh? And I've got two lanes waiting to happen, and they do the merger thing there, and they do all of this blot, and it's... I think it's something. It's something all right, and we'll just have to wait and see. And then, brace yourselves, I had another idea. Because here is the freight station. And it's all this out there, and it's working. I've deleted all the trucks and all the truck lines and all the truck stops, because I've got an idea. I'm going to sell it to the punters, and they'll be all like, well, if you insist. Yeah. So anyway, here's me selling it to the punters. I'm going to bulldoze the station, right? Okay, like that. Yeah, because there's a better place for it. Yes, there is. Oh yeah. Yes, sirree. Yes, indeed. There is a better place for it. Right, we're going to need a lot of this, because we're going to need just a smidge more land here. Yeah, I'll smooth it out in a moment. I'm doing this first, right? Because the idea is finish off all of the track laying and that kind of behaviour, and then slap in roads and whatnot, and then fix everything that I've broken. Which, I mean, might be relatively time-consuming, but we'll see. So here is a great place for a freight station, because then you've got all kinds of visual intrigue vis-a-vis trains doing what trains do. Or at least what they do when they're on one of my maps. So let's get rid of all this housing. I know, it's desirable beachfront property, but this is desirable beachfront property, plus road, plus a train that goes past on a regular basis. I think people will be bloody delighted. And if they're not, well, that sucks to be them now, I guess. They can always sell it. Right, we need this to be big, we need it to be fat, and we need it to be long. Rather like myself, and something like that. Yeah, obviously need some road tweakage. I think you might as well go all the way, son. Go all the way. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the ticket. Well, it's a ticket. Yep. Right, good. Now, need some track to hook that up onto the rest of the proceedings. It's completely ruined the remainder of my trucking routes, but I've got to rebuild the ones that I had that I've destroyed anyway. So, I mean, what difference does it make? Whoa. Yeah, that was the Smiths. No? Yeah? I was just listening to it this afternoon, and it just slipped in there, and, well, whatever. Right, so, yeah, something like that. I think this extra coastline that you built is actually fairly unnecessary. Well, I mean, if you were to rule out things that I've done that are fairly unnecessary, there wouldn't be much of a show left, would there? No. I mean, before you know it, I'll be reading what's written on the screen. And then where will we be with Derbyshire? No, well, absolutely. Yeah, don't start reading now. You managed to make it this far. You managed to become the premium Transport Fever visual entertainment channel on the internet. By not reading anything and largely figuring it out for yourself and yelling at it when it's stupid. Good. Right, are you finished? Yeah. Right, okay, good. So I'm just laying this in again to try and make it flat this time, because there's a lumpy lump in the middle, and I don't want that. Yeah, there you go. See, that's nicer. Don't you think it's nicer too, game? No, you flipping should do. Right, that line is now broken, so I've got to fix that, but it can wait because we've still got some more track laying to do. I think that's delicious as lines go. Yeah, it means I'm going to need an extra truck run, or maybe I'll put a little shunty fella coming out from the coal mine. Well, you've only got one line here as far as platforms go. Well, I'll worry about that in a minute. I might put a little cheeky shunter line in there. Right, here we go. Now, this is going to be the connection from here, right, round to this bad boy. Okay, like that. Yeah. Is that how it's going to be? Disappointingly, it might be. What do you mean disappointingly? Well, you know what I mean by disappointingly. You know, I like it to put up... I saved it for this episode, thinking it would put up a bit of a fight and we could have a bit of, you know, intrigue. But apparently not so much. No, one building is going to be removed. Oh, no. Oh, alert the media. Yeah. I mean, that's the sensible move, right? That's the move. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it looks good-ish. You've still got some bridge intact there. And it's doing the... well, what a letdown. I'm sorry I bigged that up to you now. Because it's not all... I mean, you've got a dirt bank there rather than any kind of under bridge kind of... But you can go under the station, so what does it matter? Fine, okay. The only thing I'm going to do differently here is I'm not going to do my little in the middle of the track bit. I thought I'd try some sort of parallel, sort of tunnel, just to see if we get something interesting or different turn up as a result of that. Now what you've got is two very nicely placed tunnel entrances. Now it's not done the track correctly, so you know there's that we could get excited about. This is going to work. Alright, okay, well maybe that's not the point of intrigue for this episode. Maybe something else will come along and we can all get thrilled about that instead. Let's hope. Well, I guess it means that we're coming out from Asgard. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that'll be interesting. Right. Arguably a little bit of smoothage needs doing there just to make it tick. But other than that, I think that looks pretty sound. Drop the size of this a bit, would you? Alright, there you go. Just ease that. You don't want to do any more than that, see, because you'll wreck the tunnel entrances and then you'll be sad. And we don't want to be sad. No, there's quite enough of that going on already. There you are, see? That looks average. And then at the other end, probably a little bit same, bit different. Just a little bit of just ease her in there. There you go. Not too much. Don't get too close to the tunnel entrances, or you know the aforementioned sadness will reign. There it is. There you are. There you go. All right. Okay. Good. That's the track laid. Yeah. So that is the circuit around Slice, which is a terrible name for a town, but that's the one I think we might be going with, aka Slice of Life. Right. So if our ingress point from Asgard is going to be betwixt these pair of tracks here, these pair, yeah, you can say that. That's a thing. That's grammatically adequate. Yeah. Sorry, I saw that lump and I got to deal with it. Yeah, okay. You happy now? Well, I want you to always deal with a lump when they find one. Right, yes. Now, I don't want to ruin the bridge that I'm oh so pleased with for no real justifiable reason. So, equally, I don't think that this junction, if we go to the junction, which is... Keep going. Here, right? This is the junction. I don't think it will be happy if I try and double track it. Plus, it only has access to a couple of platforms. No, it's not going to work for us. Coming out this way, however, we have access to 4 platforms. The only real downside is that the emergence of that line is over here. However, that is not to say we can't just do a dramatic swing off over here, which I think is probably what we're going to do. A swing off dramatique, as they would have us say in French. Right, okay, yeah, go for a bit of that. Swing off French? It is today. Okay. No, you're about to make a classic mistake. What do you want to do here is you want to grab the others, do the far side first, and then evaluate that for junction wonk before you do the other side. See, a small, no amount of junction wonk. That's a nice junction. It's a bit slow. Yeah, okay. Let's broaden it out some, but let's not carry away. 60 miles per hour is enough for a junction. I mean, arguably, it's a little bit fast for a junction, but at the same time, for this junction, it's quick enough. Plus, it's a video game. It's not reality, and therefore, semblances of reality are purely coincidental. And, yeah, this is good. It's fine. Oh, you've got to, you've got some ballast clipping over the very centre of the flipping, whatever they're called. It'll be grand. It'll be fine. Okay, does that not change your approach, Vector? No. I mean, the only downside now is that we are rather taking the long way. Because if you think about it, we've had to come all the way down here and out there, by which time, had we zipped up there, we'd be halfway across the bridge. Using a bit of Pythagorean there to work that out. Well, okay. Are you starting to think about a plan B? I am. I'm starting to think that, okay, maybe we do make this tunnel work, but the way to do that is going to be to shred this junction, oh no, and put it back together again. But why? The junction's fine, because rebuilding junctions is life. No, it's not. It's just flipping video padding. This, no matter how necessary it is, it doesn't come across as ruddy entertainment. I don't know. You've got some really weird people watch this stuff. Yeah, they're entertained by all manner of things. I mean, flipping it, the cat turns up and they start emptying their wallet into the tip bucket. I know they're a bit odd. Right, where was I? Criticising your viewers. Oh yeah, shouldn't do that. No, that's a thing that's arguably not wise. Right, okay, let's go 66 miles per hour to 60-ish. I don't want to go any lower than that. What I'm trying to do is now swing along and go parallel with the river. You know what? I've got the money, and this is going to be fairly quick. So I'm going to do it and then have a look at... What do we think about that then? See? And then I'll make a judgment call from there. I mean, it might not take me all the way along the track to make that judgment call. I might make it earlier. But I'll tell you, part of me really doesn't fancy its chances. Another part of me just kind of goes, stuff it. You've built good-looking track in the past, and this is going to be fine. It's going to be moderately scenic. So, where's the drama? Also, you're going to want to relay it anyway because you're building some very poorly laid out track here. Yeah, you see, it's already past the lake by this point. You are absolutely monstering your profits. Have a look at what you've built so far and tell me whether you like it or not. Not. Right then. Let's go back and rebuild the junction. What word did you omit there? Just pick one and put it in. Right, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go back and rebuild the junction. I don't want to rebuild the junction, but I think the junction can be built better anyway. You're now just taking out random bits of track. Stop it. Right, okay, put that back in. Oh, that's all right. What's one more broken route? That is hardly the correct attitude for you, young miss. Right. Do we have to, yeah, we've got double tracking going. Oh, I don't care about this tunnel. No. I don't care about any of it. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not that complicated. It'll be fine. Oh, dear. Yeah. See, the game isn't even making the full bulldoze noise because it's horrified. It's going... But it worked, and it wasn't that easy to make it work. You go, it's all right. It's okay, Pickle. I've got you. Okay, go. Oh, well, that's us maybe, but who's got you? Okay, right. There we go. Damage is done. So I guess we ought to start with... All right. The ideal here, friends. 6 tracks coming out parallel with one another with a really great crossover. Right, because that way anything coming in can go wherever it pleases, and that's a good thing. That's a thing we like to see. As you can possibly tell, though, we don't have a massive amount of space to play with. Do you want to try it anyway? I mean, knowing full well that the likelihood of this working is slender. But, you know, if you don't try it, then you don't know. I'd just say that the likelihood of this working is thinner than slender. I would say it's nil. There is no chance that this works, which is how I ended up with the junction that I ended up with previously. You can't fool me. There is no way this is going to work. Right, that's about as far as we can go with it. Obviously, the shorter the better. So what we want is from here over to there. You know, it's close, right? Right, 21 miles per hour. This is what's indicating too much curvature. I think you can get away with 24 miles per hour as a curve. You've got no chance. You've got no chance. Because after doing this, you've got to figure your way around this corner into that tunnel without impinging too heavily on the next tunnel. Could relay the tunnel as well. Oh dear, what's the matter? Right, let's take these trees out so we've got a bit more visibility on the situation. Yeah. I was looking forward to just doing some roads and chucking in chuck this house out of the way. And just, you know, going, ta-da, look at it in all its gloriousness. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's what we're doing. Where's the tunnel gone? It's still there, look. It's I've lost my tunnel. Okay, well, all right, take this one back, take that one back. This is a bad idea. Yeah, but we're doing it anyway. Bad idea and doing it anyway. That is the kernel failure mantra. Right, okay, so we're going to need to go a little bit further. Keep it locked at 186. Keep that on the flat, otherwise, you know, that's never going to... Shut up and just do it. Okay, this is a terrible plan. It's a terrible plan. All right, I want to look at it. All right, I want to do it, I want to have a look at it, and then I will evaluate whether or not it is... I can tell it's a terrible plan now. We don't need to build it. It's not going to work. Right, okay, so from here we go out to there. You know your 24 mile per hour theory? Sorry, 23. Oh, it needs to go even further. All right, next plan. Try a bit of a curve. All right, because we've got to make this work somehow. And therefore, these two, that one could go straight as an arrow. There's no issue going on there. But these two, they both need to curve off that wood. Okay, all right, so let's, where do you want to set your margin? About here. All right, curve off that wood. Yeah, see, look, it's not going to... Have some faith. You might stumble across a moment where it works and you'll kind of go, actually, that looks great. Yeah, you think? Hush your row. Right, will you? It's really confused about what you're asking it to do. Okay, do that. That's what we want. 25. 25 and still too much curvature. It's trying to be too clever. Well, we know where this one's going. This is the easy bit, right? That's straightforward. That just does this. Okay, and that works every time, 100% of the time. And everybody's flaming delighted to ride on it, although I've made this corner a little bit tighter than is desirable, but that's... I'll tolerate it. Okay. Why are you giving me the stink eye there? Hey, see, you're not anymore, are you? No, now you know who's boss. Right, just link up, would you? I know you're under a bridge, and therefore you don't really want to, but do it anyway. 45 mile an hour corner. Ugh, do not like... Right, okay, so you go a little bit further. Yeah, I know. I'll worry about exactly what's going to happen next when it happens next-ish. Okay, so next up, we want to go from here. Now, that might work over... flipping it. Go on. That might work over onto there. Okay, well, where am I double slipping? These two almost certainly aren't. You sure? Yeah. Look, because that's crossing straight over them. So, what? I mean, look, just, I mean, also, just just pointing out that that's actually crossing onto the wrong track. All right, okay. Well, look, it worked. That doesn't mean it was good. Try it again. All right, this time we're going to the outside, left-hand side track. Right, and if you come in like that, that's actually, that's quite a neat-ish, almost a neat-ish join there, and you're not 100 miles away from a slippable junction. Now, slippable junctions can look a little bit, is that really what you wanted to do? None of these are slippable junctions. Sacrifices have to be made. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, try the other one, see what it looks like. I mean, in for a penny, in for several. There you go. See, I mean, that was obviously going to work. Okay, so that links the outer two sets of tracks. Yay! What are we going to do about this one? Well, we're not going to ruin the bridge. The bridge is going to happen, right? I like the bridge far too much to do anything else with it. The only way we can get these to slip, which is what we're going to need them to do if this is going to serve its full potential, is what? I mean, do we need it to? Because the tracks that are coming through, they zip up the middle. You could just leave it like that. It's not awful, It feels very much like a surrender, though, doesn't it? It's not awful. In fact, it's probably nicer than it was before. But it certainly looks like more thought has been put into it than before. Previously, it looked like, yeah, sure it works, but, I mean, someone deranged made this. What are you trying to say? I think I just said it. Right, can you get under there? Don't be silly. I mean, I can bulldoze all of this lot. Yeah, but you don't want to do that. I don't. Oh, come on. There's a solution to this. Yeah, the solution is whatever you had before. All right, what about ignoring these two tracks, right? We go, those two tracks, you can go your own way. You are welcome to join in at home. Right. Wreck all of this. Thank you. Right. And then we just make these 4 tracks work together. And we want a double zipping up there and a double zipping up here. Right? Fairly straightforward, but I want to be able to interchange between the two routes. And obviously this is now not going to work. You had a lovely tunnel entrance there. Well, I think that's possibly pushing it a little bit. I would go so far as lovely. I would. It was a lovely tunnel entrance. I only had to mask it with 2 or 3 trees. Right. Okay. Take out some more of the tunnel. Yeah. I can't see how that wouldn't help. Right. Yeah. Just get out of the way, house. There you go. Yeah. And no, get out of the way, road. Yeah. No. I'm well past being in the mood. Well past it. I'm now away from being in the mood. To the point where I'm not. See, look, there you go. Lovely tunnel entrance. All I needed to do was ruin someone's house. Well, stuff them. Right. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now this is quite a tight corner. Which is that a cheeky? No, that's the tunnel entrance. Okay. Where's the? No, it is. There is a cheeky section of tunnel there. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, it is. Where's the join? It's here somewhere. There. Yeah. Is that not a little bit, someone call health and safety? A child might fall down there. Oh, my bouncy ball, where has it gone? I think the problem is being caused by this bus stop, station, depot, whatever you want to call it. Right, okay, let's build this linking section again. The locals are going to have to move back in anyway after the crisis is finished. So let's give them a fighting chance at making something decent. There we go. All right. That's the ticket. Don't celebrate it too hard, son. That's exactly what you had 5 minutes ago, except it was working. Now you've got something else, and heaven knows whether it's working or not. Right, there you go. You go in there like that. Yeah. And then you run in parallel. Whoop-de-whoop. Yeah. You're going to need some crossovers and what have you. I know. I just want to finish this. Is just a smidge challenging. Well, traditionally they don't really encourage you to build underneath skyscrapers. Certainly not, mass infrastructure. Now, what are you going to do here? No one's going to touch my bridge. Well, I hate to point it out to you. Triple track. Okay. Triple track, right? And we start our way down here, carve through about there. Yeah, no, you're having a laugh. You've just got to follow the route. Follow the route. I don't want to double track the bridge. The bridge is great because it's single track. It's so rare for me to build a bit of single track bridge that ends up looking good when it's spanning landscape rather than water. That I'm really fond of this. I think I've mentioned that a dozen times now. And that is the strength of sentiment I have about this. Do a bit of double track and see what it looks like. You'll ruin it. There you go. See, look, is that ruined? Yeah, it just looks like any old bridge now. It does, you're right. See, it doesn't look special. That looks special. Okay. Alright, okay. Well, choices are we double track in like this, right? We do some finagling with what's travelling on which side in the tunnel, and then the emergence will have happened after some kind of split off where one train is going to head into the gully and the other one is going to continue that way. How dramatic might that look? It might look dramatic, but it does mean that on your journey through the tunnel, there will be a moment of, what on earth is going on? Oh, I see. So I'm just putting that out there. All right. You know what I'm going to do? No, tell me. I mean, if I knew, I wouldn't need you to... Well, I do know what you're going to do, because obviously we're the same person. But as far as a narrative device is concerned, I found that talking to myself as though two separate individuals having an argument sometimes leads to some quite entertaining conversational type commentary. This isn't looking great so far, is it? No, that embankment's looking rather awful, and we're going very steeply downhill. I'm going to persist with it and see where it gets us, though. Because sometimes after review, you won't. All you really need is one or two tiny little tweaks, and then everything's okay. Yeah. You could build a lower down bridge. What on earth is wrong with you? You don't have a bridge and then a bridge. That's defying the laws of something. And whatever laws they are, I believe it. I subscribe to that law book. That doctrine is one that I'm a paid up flipping member of the church. Right. I just wanted to do that to see what we get. You get a really bland bit of tunnel. But we do get to go past Mystery Lake. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll allow Mystery Lake, where you will look over to your left and you'll go, there's the airport. I'm not sold on this. I'm doing it just to see what it ends up looking like. Right, and then we power drive through here before heading up there in the middle. Okay. Alright, so you'll have a cheeky bit of bridge there. Tasteful. No tunnel here, but I think I could probably talk it into a cheeky, duck in, duck out again. The place at which to enter the midstream should be here, but there is what we call a station in the way. So you're going to have to come up over here. Right, okay, reverse angle. Reverse angle. Start with you. Peel it off. Peel it off. Right. Give me max downhill. It's already doing max downhill. Good. Right, keep maxing. Right, how far can we get on the max downhill? Looks like it's going to be far enough. It does. Now, the tricky bit, oh dear, is because it's going to try and be helpful and snap to its neighbour. you're going to end up with something that is a little bit unnecessary. Second idea. Okay, fire. Delete the outside track. Lay in your inside track, because the outside track's got a finish and a start, and therefore, you know, it will happen. Whereas with this, if we now could do this action all the way out over here, right, like so, then the outer track can, you know, it'll go, oh, I've got to place all manner of very complicated pillars to make this work. At which point it might work. You reckon? You reckon there's a fighting chance of that getting over the top of there? I think you are smoking the herbal cigarettes. Again. Stop it. Okay, alright, yeah, no, you make a valid point. You've got to follow the line of the track for some distance until you get to the point where you're low enough to zip underneath. Alright, so, you know, here we go again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yo. Yeah, so to about there. Right. Okay, yeah. There is a skinny possibility that this works. If we go to about there, right, and then if we do some bendage on it, that's your maximum bendage. Right, okay, now try the outside track. Don't be helpful, outside track, thank you. Right, to that. It's so close. It is not so close. It is wrong. I think this is a plan that will possibly work, but you're going to... Oh, someone was asking for a bridge episode. Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, as much as I like to give the people what they want, I'd rather hope that this would just work, because I love the idea. Right. Okay, put that in. Yeah. It's not even flipping straight. All right, well, make it flipping straight. All right. Yeah, you know what we need to do? We need to bulldoze more of this corner. Right. Regrets. Oh, you can count on them arriving anytime soon. But I like the idea too much. I can't help but notice, El Capitan, that you've rather avoided the what's happening down at the other end. Yeah, I know. It's all ruined down at the other. You've left the job not even close to half done, and it's rubbish. Yes. Are we going to go back and fix that today? Oh, let me have a quick glance at my clock. Well, we're half an hour in. Yeah. So if we're working to our usual kind of timeline here, that means about 15 minutes. Does it feel like we're going to be done in about 15 minutes? I think that might be a bit optimistic. Should we tell the boys and girls at home that this is going to be a three-parter? Hello, boys and girls at home. I rather think this is going to be a three-parter. Still, you know what? You know what's really good is that I was all sad and disappointed at the line through the hillside being dead easy. So I guess I've got my dream come true, whereby this bit is not dead. Why? Is not dead easy. This bit is dead peasy. What? Okay, go to there. Sometimes it just needs it to get a little bit closer. See, otherwise that way you don't scare it off. Okay. So what, we're going to do the whole of the corner to the point that we're straight, and then we'll try it again. Right, straight starts there. Okay. Right, and the smart play here is to try from this piece of track here. Right, no. Does that feel? Yeah, that feels very. Okay. Feels very. Keep coming. Right. We have made ground fall. Yeah. Now, we may end up doing what we in the trade like to call a whooah around the corner. Okay. Show me. Oh, yeah. Yes, 70 miles per hour. That's tolerable if it works. Okay, all right. Put the second track in. Right, take it down to the one at the bottom. The bit at the bottom. I want to go. No, don't. You're being helpful again, aren't you? Right, what's this one doing? So far, not the right thing. No. Okay. All right. So we start at the bottom. Yeah. You want to check it will go around that. Where's it going now? There we go. There you go. Right. Put that in. Yeah. Elevate. Hope that we don't get too much hideous collision here. So far, so good. Wait for it. Yeah. Wait for it. And the eagle has landed. Oh. The eagle has... Well, has the eagle landed, though? The eagle's made a mess on my patio. And then can you fit around there? Yep. Is that because the building lets things drive through it? Yeah. Oh dear. Alright, okay, yeah. Yeah, back it up a little bit. Can't drive through the building because the building doesn't have collision turned on. Yes, yeah, I rather gather that. It's not a point. Right, try again. I want to go a little bit. Ooh. Now, we've got up to 75 last time, so one would hope that we could push... Okay, 55. Well, it's all right. Look, for the... What are you even doing? Okay, that's not gone right. Here we go again. All right, grab from... Just... You do pick your times to be unhelpful. All right, there we go. There, slap it through there. 65. That's better than 55. Strong. Right, you come through as well. Strong. Yeah. Do you think that relaying the outside of the track here will fix that bit of what is going on? We can but try. There's less risk to this now, obviously, because we have actually completed the run that we're going to make. Of course, that is a statement that will prove academic if the outer track here decides it does not wish to play our special game. Right, there you go. And again. No. I don't want it coloured in metallic. Thank you. Good. I want it coloured in train track. It was just having a funny notion. Right, here we go. The proof of the pudding. The raison of the Detra and the Syndicat d'initiative. Right, here we go. Slap. No colliding. Okay. Show me the hideous. Wait for it. Wait for it. We are hideous free. That can't possibly have worked. It's worked. Tick the flipping box. I've built something cool. Right. That, however... Oh, come on. Are you looking at what I'm looking at? What the heck is going on here? Well, it looks like Dr. Lumpenstein is in the house. You're not flaming joking. This no longer looks like it was planned. It looks like subsidence. All right. Okay. Oh, now you're playing with fire. Sorry, I can bulldoze the outer lane again if I have to. There you go. Down you go to there. To there. Right. What does it look like now? Fine. Okay. Any evidence of subsidence? No, there's a little bit of a Cuspy Hill moment there, but I think that's inevitable. The rest of it, I'm okay with it. I think we've got it. I think we've done it. I think it's come out great. Success. Not the most difficult thing ever, but at the same time, I made enough of a meal about it that I feel like I've accomplished something. Right, stop this corner doing quite so much corner. It would be absolutely stellar if you were able to go straightish here. Terrific. Good. Yeah. Right. Now, aim for the pond. Fields. Oh, hello. Field. Track. Alright. What have we ended up with? Just a relatively straightforward, simple, kind of carve it through line. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's inoffensive, right? Okay, here's what we could have won. Right, what we could have done is we could head up this way. Right, we cut over the pond with some kind of, goodness gracious me, that's exciting, bridge. Before, there you go, that's as good a line as any for this test case. Before we hook up with a triple track coming out of here, I think you're going to have to sacrifice the pretty bridge. I'm just putting that out there for you. What if I were to single track the bridge? Then your express trains are going to be slowed down by the ruddy Stansted Express. And it's not that express, let me tell you. Yeah. Because that's not all you get. You get a tunnel that is not quite cheeky, but not 1,000 miles from cheeky. As opposed to too long a bland tunnel and a bunch of carving over unmiraculous landscape. Show me what a bridge looks like here. I'm happy to. Maybe you will come to your sense. I'd credit you with more than one, but we both know that's not the case. Oh, look, it's the lovely bridge. Yes, but it doesn't look lovely there, does it? No, it looks naff. Yeah. All right, try a different type of bridge. Why are all the standard bridges down the far end? Come here. Right, that. Yuck. I think what we're discovering here is that zipping over the pond is not a good thing. This, I mean, it's extreme and stupid. Right, zipping over the pond, not a good thing. Zipping by the side of the pond, though. Yeah, I do quite like the idea of zipping by the side of the pond. Okay, all right. We're not done. We're not done playing, not yet. Right, give me a bit of track doing this and a bit of track next to it that does the same thing. Thank you. Right, you come over it. That's it. Good. Now you wait. No, other one. This one. Right. Do something. Ooh, show me a bit of leg. Okay, well, we could, go to the end of the platform, right, snake it around the edge of this road. I think what you're ending up here is contrived. It's all contrived, baby. It's just a matter of, how much contrivance is one prepared to tolerate. Nope, that's not it. No. I've got another idea. Okay, good. Well, I mean, you're alive if you're continuing to have ideas. Yeah, okay. You're going to have quite a lot of rogue track to deal with when all this is done. Oh no, I'm going to have to use the bulldozer. How dreadful for me. Oh dear, there goes the tunnel entrance. All right, yeah, put it back in. Quickly, before it forgets how to look good. We'll get rid of the rest of this track first. Yeah. Alright, now, if we get this right, we do not have to sacrifice the lovely bridge. Why are you being awkward? Stop it. That's because you're alongside the station. It thinks you're trying to do something more complicated than you are. There you go. Right, okay, satisfied? Good. Yeah, put in the lovely tunnel. It's not that lovely. It is now. That's the branding that we're going with. That's the lovely line. Okay, right. So, the next plan, ignore all of this bottom area business. It's a load of rubbish. Alright, we come back to the junction. Oh, yeah, we never did finish this. Well, here we go again. Right, so, yeah. Okay, right. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. We're going up this way. What? Another tunnel? Really? Is that Wise? I think Wise departed the building quite some time ago. And we're now looking at his sidekick, Morecambe. Right, yeah, new plan. But hold on, we only just cancelled the last plan. Yeah, I know, but I know what I'm doing. Okay, right, yeah. Look, instead of look, if this is going to be the mainline track, which it is, then give that one more space, and then kapow through here. Please don't crash. I've done ever such a lot today. Don't crash. Do not crash. Do not crash. Thank you. Right. Show me what you're colliding with. I'll let you finish thinking. Finish thinking. I'm not touching anything. You want to cancel that while you still can. Okay. All right, fine. Do you remember, friends, back in the day, playing the original Transport Fever, where if you had that moment, you'd go, oh dear, someone phoned the paramedics. The game is dead. It would keel over and die faster than anything alive. You would accidentally clip one thing and it would go, death. And you go, oh no. All right. It's because it was trying to form a tunnel mouth but couldn't, and it was trying to be helpful and form a level crossing. There you go. Got it. That is it, isn't it? That is it. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Don't accept it, because you'll never find the end of it again under all those skyscrapers. Okay, right. Bring it up. We have a no collision moment. Sound. Right, is this going to take me where I want? Yes. This may end up being amazing. It might not, but it may end up being amazing. Now, in order to facilitate amazing, we are going to have a long tunnel here. But trust me, this may end up looking amazing. Right, just take it to there for now. We can just get out of the way, road. You really aren't important. If you haven't figured out what I can see, then, I'll tell you. This is the landing strip, right? This is the approach vector that the planes take. Have we got a plane nearby? I'll unput. There we go. There's one. Right, come here, son. We're going to do one of these. Yeah, I haven't got all day. Right, and then slow it down. Right, and stop it about now. What I now want is I want a train underneath the wing of this aeroplane. Well, there's a couple of reasons why that might not happen. Shut up and make it so. Alright, firstly, we'll get rid of these bit of decoration that I did. It was super and nobody appreciated it. Nope, not one person said, oh, that's nice. Although, to be fair, I didn't really call it out. So, I guess that's partly on me. Show me how this works exactly. Because I can't see it. You could lower the land a little bit, because you've got to get... I mean, the goal here was we have the train track running in parallel with the runway, right? But I don't think this is going to fit. If it fits, then I'm all good. It fits. Then I'm all good. Oh, crikey. Yeah. It's just having problems because it's clipping through a couple of odds and ends, and that's not a crisis. Here's some more bits that I put in, to jazz up the approach vector. Okay. Now, this is the dream, obviously, is something along these lines. But then you've got to swerve too much. I don't know, because you've got terrain work going on here. Okay, well, in which case the way to deal with that is to grab the flattening tool and make this flat all the way along here, like that. Okay, all right, yeah. Now I know you want the aircraft's wing basically clipping the top of the electrification. But I think you might have to settle for it being a smidge lower. Otherwise, you're going to run into another problem in a moment. So let's cut the top off the hill here. Oh, yeah, I know. It's always good where you have an approach where you're going to go, and you kind of go, oh, he's cheated. And you kind of go, yeah, I have. I always cheat. I always go frame by frame with my aeroplane and go, nope, not quite clipping that. And most of the time, I get it right. Occasionally, I'll miss one bit, which would be enough to send it pinwheeling through the atmosphere into a fireball death. But most of the time, that doesn't happen. Right, now smooth that a little bit. Right, we'll use trees to disguise the worst of it. And then we are, once again, in the pipe. Okay. Oh, the benefit now, though, you know what? Yeah, it's going to be worth it. Right, get this side just off centre. Okay, like that. Yeah. All right. Okay, I need a comment from you people. Is this more or less stupid than the usual rubbish I get up to with landing approaches? I haven't done it before, and that's what is delighting me about this. It's making your track go quite a lot slower. Is that the most efficient thing you can do? Shut up! I've got a plane flying direct... Oh no, hold on. In, what series was it? It wasn't the Alps, was it? No, it wasn't the Alps. It might have been the Alps. No, I think it was the Alps. I think on the Alps, when I carved out the entire of the central section of the canyon, I did have a train line running. Oh no, I really went to town on that one. Yeah, because I had a train line running through the centre of the canyon that the plane, which obviously was a Dakota, would skim through like it's on some kind of trench run. And then I had another train on a bridge that went over the top of the canyon, and the plane would get underneath it. So I had a plane going both under and over at the same time. It's like I'm destined to create the Red Bull Air Race. Oh well. Alright, so this one isn't quite as ambitious, but then in this one we're not quite as far flung when it comes to trying to build something with a semblance of reasonableness and normality. Although we're a long way from that now. We've gone a long way from sensibleness and reality. What the heck have you built? Yeah. Build your flat bit of track round here and then get it hooked up, you clown. If this is what you desire, it is. Alright. Check for parallelism. I'm checking. There's probably all kinds of rules that say, yeah, don't do that. You reckon? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. What are you doing? I don't know. You don't... Oh, interesting. You can... something you forget once in a while. Holding shift, you can do all kinds of granular up and down movement on that, which is quite nice. What? Yeah, I imagine there's a rule that says don't put train tracks right next to the flaming runway. What's wrong with you? Why would you even do that? Oh, all right, I won't then. How about an oil refinery? Get out of my office, you silly little man. Right. Someone have him arrested. You're not in charge of anything important, are you? Right, there you go. Is it worth it? Yes. Shut up. Okay. It's snaky, but it's good. I think good is maybe too strong a word. Right, now, make that talk to this. Oh, well, that's going to be easier said than done. Yes, it is. All right, okay. Back up a bit. And then I hope I can find you in about 20 seconds. Here we go. All right, you over here. And found it. Yeah, but it hasn't worked. No, then I'll just find it a bit later. It's fine. I've got so much tunnel to play with here. It's going to be a doddle to play. Also, you were complaining earlier on about, I've taken this so far off course. It's not going to, dearie me, this is such a wasteful journey. And yet, here we are, doing flipping S-bends on a straight line in order to line up with some ridiculous notion of having a plane fly over the top of the train. And yet, with all that said, I can't for a second think there will be anyone watching this that doesn't go, yeah, all right, I want to see that. All right, and we've ended up with a little bit of bridge. Okay, yeah. Well, that's going to offer a little bit of visual acuity for those driving over the lovely bridge. Maybe. Not if you do it like that, it won't. But like that, it's only moderately tasteful. It's, I mean, don't go applying for your medal just yet. What about that one? Show me. Yuck. Yeah, jolly green. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not that good. But it's okay. Yeah. Okay, right. Deliver unto me track 2 and the head of John the Baptist. Thank you. Right. Yeah. Okay, onwards. Kapow. Just make sure you put some signals right about there to buy you the maximum opportunity that the train is parked, waiting for the plane to go. It is so stupid. But you know what? If you can't have a little bit of delight out of something stupid once in a while, how can you possibly describe it as living? Right, let's go. Where are we flaming? You're connecting onto that. Like that. Well, if this isn't the most egregious piece of intracity track that I've built, I don't know what is. I mean, it's not totally. What I should be doing is I should be splaying out that way a little bit and then going straight down the side here. Forget about running directly under the plane. I should be running in parallel with it, which will still look quite nice. Better still, have a bit of a cheeky tunnel here so you can enter the tunnel not seeing the plane and then potentially pull out alongside one making its final descent. Right? That would look good. This might look a bit silly, but it might yield a screenshot that will make people click on the video. We've then got a 65 mile per hour corner, which is woeful, which goes into a 75 mile per hour corner before then going up the slope. The slope is good. The slope is sound and well thought through, and everything about it is great. And hold on. Oh no, it's okay. It's the truck stop that's threatening to disappear. I thought for a moment it was threatening to accept less goods. I mean, I don't think that would have been the end of the world, but at the same time, it wouldn't have been totally desirable. Right, okay, put that in there, yeah. And hook it on up. Okay. We shall call that yes, okay? Now, let's go back here. Let's delete this eyesore. Right, okay, yeah. Come on, you, get out of it. Yeah, you're no longer welcome. Pack your bags. Be gone. Leave me. Yeah. You were a mistake, and your mother thinks so too. Right, and yeah, go. Keep killing. All right, yeah. Go in. Yeah. Good luck now. Thank you. No. Okay. We're just going to have to... You're just going to have to grab one bit and then keep hold. Alright. Gently. Gently. Pull out that way. There you go. Go on. No! That wasn't it. That's why I didn't want to keep hold. Well, you misaimed. It's alright. It's a straight line. You can make it fit again if you can ever find it again. Get out of the way, house. There. No, sorry, if you're not going to play ball, I'm going to murderate you. Incidentally, developers, still taking ideas for the next game? Please do something about underground building. You've done your best, it works reasonably well, but I think adding natural subways, you know, as in coming up with a proper solution. The mod guys, they've done their best, but I'll be honest, it's not all that. So... take it away, development team. Thanks. Hugs and kisses, Uncle Failure. Right, let's go. Plunk. Right. Ugly junction? You know it. Okay. All right, maybe not plunk straight away then. Remember, piece of track in tunnel still broken. Yes, and a child has fallen down the well, lassie. There's no need to bang on about it. Right, and then it's just... No. It's Timmy's fallen down the well. Oh, bum. Yes, it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. You know that. Alright, okay. Yeah, I think we might just have to suck that up. I don't like it. No, I don't like it either, but that's what we've got. You can't go direct. You're going to have to... Well, can I go direct? I don't like it when it goes direct. No, because you end up with Hugly. Alright. What about saying staying flat? Doesn't help us. Alright, down a bit. No. Yes. No. 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 Lower. Lower, please. Lower. And yes. Don't like it. Don't care. Right. Bulldoze this back a bit. Okay. And one more. Oh, crikey. I don't want to take out the skyscraper because as much as it might well rebuild, and probably will rebuild, there's no guarantee. Yeah, and skyscraper. Yeah. And, oh, there we go. Right, good. Okay. Back up this way. Yeah. Find your tunnel entrance. Yeah. Off we go. There it is. I see it. I see it. I see it. I think you've got it. I think you've got it. I think we've got it. It's on the line. Woof. Right. Good. Any more for any more? Yeah, the bit you knackered earlier on. Right, okay, here we go. There. And here. Good. Right. Everything now back to an orderly kind of fashion? Well, I mean, there's a bunch of road that didn't really go anywhere, but was contributing towards the landscape. Road. Good, that's it. No, all done for today. That's your lot. You've had an hour. Come on, spare me. I mean, look, you can't say we didn't go on a roller coaster of an adventure, figuratively and figuratively some more. So, you know, you're just going to have to suck it up. The good news is, wait for it. What have I forgotten? Probably ought to do a little bit more on that junction. Okay, all right, hang on. Yeah, you've got no crossover here. That's going to lead to trains on the wrong side of the track. You've got no opportunity to switch to the central tracks. It's a disaster. Everything about you is a disaster, and you should be ashamed, nay, mortified. All right, will you slip? I will. Okay. Well, that's something. And then, ooh, how do I get these? Yeah, talking to that central section. Well, with this branch you've got coming out of there, good luck with that. Yeah, I might have to do that bit again. Don't want to do that bit again. I'm not saying that you want to, I'm saying you might have to. Oh, what do you know? You have to do that bit again. Well, that's cheating. I mean, if you knock it out, then obviously I'm going to have to do it again. Yep, because getting these two to talk to those two, I think is important, although I can't for the life of me remember why. So we do a bit of that. Yeah. And then we take the other side. Yeah. And we do a bit of this. Yeah. Okay. Make sure it's not doing anything weird and ugly. A little bit. Yeah, but does it pass to the wrong side of the line? No, it doesn't. Then it counts. Turn that in, slip that one. You never know. You never know. There might be a point where which that becomes useful, right? And then how about we slip this one? Yeah. Snake off from here and rejoin the tunnel. You reckon? Yep. It's in there somewhere. Go find it. It's there, look. I found it. Ah, miraculous. And the junction is on the correct side of bad. Do you know what would be better? Tough. You can't have it. Whatever it is you want, no. But you know what would be better? Yeah, okay. I'll try it, but I don't think it's going to work. Get as close to that as you can. It's not going to work. Hey, what do you know? It didn't work. Come back this way and see how close you can bring it. Okay, we're on. Yeah, and, neat. Neater. Take it. Before it changes its mind. Ugg alert. Oh, yeah, you've built something truly awful there. All right, okay, never mind. Never mind, and it's now awful. Oh, no. I think it actually might have been the junction slipping that made it awful. Do it again. All right, we have finished the episode, by the way. This is all... You can put this down as a coda. You know, an epilogue. Epilogue. Colonel Failure tries to make it less bad. He fails. That's acceptable. Oh, I see. We're redrawing the dictionary definition of acceptable now, are we? And come on. It's already ruined. that's not the right attitude. Oh, it's broken already. Whatever. Nope. Do it again. You know what? I'm going to keep I'll have this done. I'm not going to do anything more radical than this. I'm just going to get this junction not to look completely horrible. I am not going to do anything more radical than this. All right? I promise you. You're not going to... What you might miss out on is 45 minutes of swearing, but I can't do 45 minutes of swearing while I'm recording a video for you nice people. Because, it might be upsetting for the younger viewers and those who are, particularly fragile in their auditory canal. How about that? Well, that's what you had to start with, and you didn't like it because it was ugly. It is ugly. Well, then. Yeah. Oh, you could finish the episode, dude. You can do this on your own time. You've already given yourself permission to not do it on camera. I've been Colonel Failure, everybody. Tune in next time, won't you? When we will finish this. I assure you, this is not my 4th symphony. 9th. Okay. This is a work that is not in progress. It's a work that is nearing completion. Down, down, down. Really? Well, I'd quite like it to mirror. Why don't you do a peel off following the same... Cheerio! Hang on, there's another solution. Oh, I should have seen it earlier. There you go. That's it. No, there you go. No, yeah, now I've got it. Yeah, this is going to be doddle. It's going to take me a couple of minutes to get it, but I'll get it. Don't worry. That's it. Good.